Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with 6 new Dapper releases, and they're pretty popular ones. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about them. I'm gonna see. So I sprayed all of these this morning. I would say maybe not 12 hours ago, but probably about 10 hours ago. And I let them dry down for 10 hours, obviously. I'm going to tell you some of their openings were different from the dry down. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So I say the first one we should do is going to be from Bodacia the Victorious. This is the one that I didn't expect to like because I didn't know anything about it. And this house price-wise is way out of my budget when it comes to perfumes. Bodacia the Victorious Knight of Love. So this one is going to have a lot of similarity with Ormond Jane Mon Tobacco, and I didn't get that on the opening, but someone was telling me about it, and then I came back and I smelled it and I was like, okay, I get it, the dry down. I wouldn't say it's the exact same thing. The opening was definitely fresher, so for me in the opening I was like, oh, it's definitely a freshie, and then I came back and I was like, this is actually more of a Swiss Army knife, but in the upscale department. So you can wear it anytime, but if you were to dress it up a little, I think it'd do it better. But it smells really good, and I think that DNA typically has a lot of fans. I just feel like this is one of those ones you could wear anytime. No one's gonna dislike it. It's a crowd pleaser. It's got that tobacco in there, but it's got a freshness to it. So it's not like a heavy tobacco scent that you need to save for winter. I think you could wear it year round. I just think maybe I wouldn't go too casual with it because it is really nice. You could, I would say, when I say you could go casual, maybe like a linen button down with the sleeves rolled up a little bit on a casual day, but I wouldn't go t-shirt with it. Next. This next one is an Ambroxan Balm, and this is one that I'm actually going to layer a lot, and I'm probably going to burn through this by layering it. It's from Juliet Has a Gun. It's not a perfume. So this is DNA that you guys already know I love. It's just a nice, clean, fresh fragrance, a little bit sweet. It's an Ambroxan Balm. I feel like Ambroxan does have sweetness to it, so for me, I personally will wear it on its own because, you know, during summer, I just like something to enhance the skin sometimes. It gets really hot. Like where I live, it'll go above 100 degrees pretty easily, multiple times in the summer. This is something that I would wear by itself, or actually there's one of them that I would definitely layer this with, and a lot of my fragrances in general I would layer this with because a lot of other fragrances don't perform as well. It'll enhance them. And it'll give them a little added sweet freshness to it. That's what I smell when I smell this fragrance. It is really nice. So this is one that you can wear on its own, but honestly, I would definitely buy one just to layer it, even with I'm not even talking about just Dappers, I'm talking about with your other stuff, because it's gonna help boost them a little bit. And it just smells really good in combination with other stuff. Next. All right, so this one was the biggest change from opening to dry down. From Kilian, it's Kilian Kologne Shield of Protection. This was slightly green in the opening, slightly. It kind of had like a vetiver-y smell. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that it was like that. It wasn't vetiver, it must have been the rosemary, but this doesn't smell like that at all right now. It's a nice, fresh, clean, woody fragrance, and it's really nice. And I would say this actually probably is one of my 2 favorites. But actually for me, it's probably my favorite. It's really nice. The rosemary stays in there, but if you don't like it, I wouldn't worry too much because it kind of fades to the background as it dries down. And it's really nice, really fresh, and does have a subtle sweetness to it. So it's not ultra sweet, but it's got just enough to make it more of a crowd pleaser. I like this one a lot. I honestly think this is the one that I'm probably going to put the biggest dent in this summer. In fact, this is probably going to be the main one that I travel with. In fact, like, this is going to get burned through this summer. Like, the more I think about it, I like stuff that I can travel with really easily. I actually travel more with Dappers than I do with anything else because of how easy they are to pack. And I try to not bring too many things. So I'll bring like just a few Dappers, maybe something I can wear in the evening, something in the day. This is gonna be what I burned through in the daytime. The reason that I didn't really try the OG is because my buddy tried it and he said it was off of his skin in under an hour, and I'm not gonna spend money on that. I don't need something to blast off my skin constantly, but that just seems a little bit not worth it to me. I'm gonna talk about something similar in this next one, so next. Okay, so this next one is from Louis Vuitton, and it's Louis Vuitton City of Stars. So, I've already smelled the OG of this. I have it right here. Thought about buying the full thing. Why didn't I? First of all, I didn't finish the 10 ml sample that I bought. Second of all, I love the smell. I do. It's citruses with, it kind of smells like a coconutty backbone, but that creamy coconut scent is from the TR flower. It's beachy vibes. Exactly what I'm smelling from here. So I would say once they dry down, you're getting pretty close. I would say 90% plus similar. In the air, you're not gonna be able to tell a difference, but here is the difference. I've worn this to brunch a couple of times because it's kind of got that beachy vibe to it. I've had to have my friends go all the way into my skin to smell it because they couldn't smell it. And it was, the brunch was maybe 2 to 3 minutes away from my house. So spray, 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 drive. Let's say they smelled it 5 to 10 minutes later. They had to get up close. And that kind of bums me out because I really like the scent profile. So the fact that I can still smell this on strip over 10 hours later, that makes me really happy. And I'm getting that good beachy feel with the citruses in there, but that TR flower in there. And I will say this one, obviously, even if you just go based off of the colors, it leans feminine, but I know a lot of men do really well with beachy fragrances too. So if you do well with stuff like that and TR flower works on you, don't worry about it. But I just know this is gonna be the one out of all of them that gets the most questions. I like this a lot because you guys already know I love tropical scents. This one I actually asked if he would do, and I got really excited when he did it because I was really underwhelmed with the performance of the OG. I really like Louis Vuitton fragrances. I think I have 6 decants, six 10 mils from the house, and I use them. But I'm having a hard time buying a full bottle because the projection really isn't there. And I really like the scent profiles, but I just wish they performed better because the Louis Vuitton ones, they're not like the subtle date night ones, the ones that I want not to perform. No, they're ones that I want to perform, but they don't, and it makes it really hard to justify buying a bottle. Next. Now this, I would say, is the most niche out of all of these, and it's from Bodacia the Victorious, and this one is Amethyst. The main thing you're gonna smell in this is amber. It's a nice spicy amber with cinnamon. It's got a nice smooth leather backbone with some vanilla. I don't think it's too much vanilla though. I think you're gonna get more amber than you are vanilla. And the cinnamon is very present. And it's nice. It's just one of those dressed up scents. I actually really like this one a lot for the evening. I think out of all of these, I would probably reach for either that or maybe Night of Love in the evening, but probably Amethyst. Amethyst is really pretty. Very unisex, so I'm saying pretty, but I don't think that it leans in either direction. I mean, amber with some vanilla, cinnamon, pepper, a little bit of smooth leather. That doesn't lean in either direction, but it's real sexy no matter who you are. Next. I saved this one for last because I already know that's gonna be everybody's favorite, and realistically, although I'm not a huge fan of sweet fragrances, I like this a lot. I probably won't wear it until it gets a little cooler or in some of the cooler evenings, because we'll get a couple cool evenings in the summer. And before I keep babbling on, it's Dapper's interpretation of Byron Chronic Rouge Extreme. So I like this definitely better than I liked the Chronic. This has kind of a whipped cream with raspberry, and it's kind of got like a gourmandy feel to it. It's got a good dose of spices. a little bit of freshness, and I don't know if that's coming from the melon in here. The raspberry has like a touch of tartness to it. If you liked Dapper's version of Mula Mula, or if you like original Mula Mula, you're gonna like this a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I like this more than Dapper's Mula Rouge Extreme, and I actually think I like it more than Mula Mula. It's really nice, and this one out of all of them is the strongest. I think we're talking 10 hours in now, and it's really good. I mean, this is the one that I would say if you like sweet fragrances, it's a safe bet, male or female. And I think this is going to be your biggest compliment monster out of all of these. So when I was saying my favorite, I think I have 3 favorites, because really hot beach day, I would probably go City of Stars. Hot day in general, this is going to be my summer dumb reach. This is going to be the one that gets the biggest dent this summer. Kilian Kologne Shield of Protection, which I didn't want to buy the OG because word on the street is performance is quite poor. But the one that I'm going to reach for in the evenings, especially when it starts getting cooler, is the Chronic Rouge Extreme. Guys, honestly, that's the one that I have a feeling he's gonna sell out of the fastest. And I have a really strong feeling. If you've tried any of these, because some of these have already been released, let me know down below. If you have any questions, obviously let me know down below. I'm really excited about some of, actually, I will say I'm excited about all of these. This was a really good Dapper box for me, because this is all stuff that I'm going to be wearing a lot of. The one that may get the least amount of wear, only because I don't have too many nice things to do this summer, but I'm trying to change that, is Amethyst. But that's saying a lot, because I really like Amethyst. I don't have anywhere to go dressed up, but again, I'm going to work on it. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop in a video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.